A little bit more, yeah.
Hey everyone, how's it going? We are here at the beautiful pond. We're going to be doing some flatwater startups with some different size masts and foil to see what makes a difference, if it's harder or easier with a longer or shorter mast. We're here with James. We're going to be doing some fun flatwater starts, so let's get into it. No shimming today. I'm going to leave that off. There we go. Flat mounted, completely neutral setup. We're going to be running this through all the masts. Going to need that back foot pressure to pop that board out the water. Get it up as quickly as possible, especially when we get up to a longer mast. I feel like it might be a little bit more tough to get the board out the water, but we're going to test it and run the same setup through the whole test process. So let's see how it works.
So we have got two extremes here. Nate is about 6 foot and 70 kgs, and he's also a very advanced foiler. I'm more of an intermediate foiler. I'm 6'7" and 93 kgs, and so we're going to see how weight and height affects flatwater startups. And so Nate will go for a few, and then we'll trade some boards. I'll try on the shorter mast first as well, and so we'll see how that goes. See if I can push the limits and get up on the foil. Our goal is to get up first try.
I doubt that. You'll get up, maybe. On the 450 it'll be super easy.
Yeah.
So I will be using the new 180 Glide R. Going to be using this throughout the test of using a different length mast, and James will be using a Game Changer 300. Nice and easy lift. It does help a little bit with the low end. But I'll be testing the Glide R and using it throughout the range of the mast. So putting it together, we're starting on the 450 now. I'm going to test it out, see how that works. I'm not sure what it's going to feel like, but we're going to give it a go.
So I've decided to go with the big Game Changer 300. Just thought it was probably one of the best, easiest flatwater foils to just compare the difference between the masts. I'm jumping onto the 450 mast. This thing is tiny, and we're going to see how it goes.
Oh. Oh my word, way easier. Oh. How's that better? I thought that was unstable. This one's like a...
I don't know if I'm going to get up.
No, I don't think so. Watch the pedal. There you go. Yay! I feel so weird. You can't go anywhere. So I was on the 450. It was a bit of an interesting one. I was expecting very easy early planing, but what the problem I ran into is when you try to paddle too hard, the foil is very close to the surface of the water, so you have to be very mindful of how deep you put in your paddle. So it was quite easy, a very good low end, but when it came to paddling hard, felt like I couldn't put in a lot of power because the foil was too close to actually hitting the paddle.
Ew! Just came off the water now with a 450 mast. This thing,
bro, that looked a little bit short there, eh? You struggled.
This thing is tiny. So it was very efficient, but the only thing is it feels like I'm paddling this board without a foil almost. It's just like there's only a support in the water, so it feels very unstable. You don't have a long mast like creating stability while you're paddling, but actually it was a bit easier than what I thought to get up. But that thing is, once you're pumping, you've got a long board, your nose touches in your tail, then your nose and your tail, and you can't like go fast. But that was fun. Phew.
So this time around we are going to be hopping onto the 650. We've moved from the 450, so now we're going forward. Should be a little bit easier as you put a bit more power in, a bit more distance between the foil and the surface of the water. So really looking forward to this. We'll put it together and then test it out. Oh, it's getting easier.
Where my feet should go? Whoa.
Hey! That's nice. Come here, come here. Keep going, push it, push it, push it. Yeah, what a shot.
So I was on the full carbon 650 mast with a big Game Changer 300, and actually felt amazing. This foil pops up very easily, and so it's easy. And the shorter mast, actually you have an instant feedback. As soon as you start pumping, it feels like the foil is already going, so it's actually really easy.
That was a great test, really enjoyed that. So hopped onto the 650. That was like, it felt like the perfect combination with this 180. I could really put power in, but there wasn't a lot of drag when it came to the amount of mass in the water. Really enjoyed it. I do think this is like the the optimal length for flatwater starts. It was really nice to be able to put power in without worrying about the wing being too close to the surface of the water, but it still popped out really quick. One thing I did find using the 650 is just as soon as you want to go into a bit of a corner or pump like around a turn, if you have a slightly longer, maybe more higher spec wing, there isn't much room to put the board on its angle a little bit more. As soon as you tilt the board over, the wingtip wants to come out. So you got to kind of fly low through the corners. You can go back up to normal pumping again. But that's the one thing you found with 650 and shorter masts, is just it's a little bit of a struggle to go around a corner. Otherwise, felt really good. So we're gonna move on. Next one is the 750. Let's give it a go. So we're swapping out the 650 and we're moving up to the 750. This is a really nice mast. This is one we use often, so I'm expecting to feel quite at home on this. So really looking forward to it. Let's go test it out, see what it's all about.
Jumping onto the 75 mast now, and I'm suspecting that it's going to be probably the most efficient mast to use to get up onto the foil. It's slightly shorter, so you got less distance between your feet and the foil to pump, and so I also think it's long enough to feel the stability of the board. I think a longer mast makes you much more stable when you're paddling, so I suspect this is going to be the most efficient to get up on, but maybe not as much room to turn with your wingtips and all that stuff, so we'll see.
Boards are getting more and more stable as we're getting longer. At 950 is going to be nice. Downwind with it, really nice. 300,
750.
It's it.
Nice.
feels good, eh? I like it. Pump's really nice, and I can go around the corner while pumping. Oh. I'm not gonna grab it.
Watch it, shallow!
Ooh, that was a good one. Moved from the 650 to the 750. Not a huge difference, it's just when you end up pumping and you want to go a little bit around the corner and turn the foil is a lot easier. You don't have to think about your wingtips breaching as much, and actually probably one of the easier mast sizes to get up with. Not too many things that I struggled with. It was a nice distance between the foil, surface of the water, so felt really good. Now I got to move on to the 850. Let's give that a go. That's a good step. Go Pete. Yeah Pete, pump it! Yeah. Flying!
You're on 82 or
85.
85 even.
For sure.
Less mass of water to displace.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much that means when you're not up at full
Yeah.
flying speeds, you know. But definitely at flying speeds, the less distance you have between the foil and the surface of the water, the more efficient it is, the less it has to displace. You go faster, that's why you need to pump on this top section or bottom section of the mast.
Try to keep the blue out the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, check. It's like.
Yeah, you literally can't get there without breathing.
Yeah, that's just, it's so gnarly. Yeah, yeah, oh my word, that's gonna be wild. So come off the 75, moving a little bit longer. This is the size I'd actually usually use for our downwind runs. It's a little bit more distance to play with. You can fly a little bit higher. So for flatwater, I think it might be a little bit harder than what we've previously used with the 650 and a 750. But I don't think it'll be too much of a difference between a 750 and 850. So it should be a good test to see how early we can plane with this. So you're gonna get out there, give it a go, see what the results are.
On an 850, couple of speed strokes and then immediately into the pumping. So efficient. Fantastic technique. How he unweights his feet, his back foot heels always lifting off the pump. All three stripes in the mast out of the water, sitting nice and high. Textbook technique. Going a bit low, displacing a lot of water, not as efficient. One of the few guys that can build it back up to full ride height. So nice.
There's a huge difference there. Yeah. You like
riding low, inefficient. Riding high, super efficient. With the little wakes off the back of the foil, you can actually see the water displacing on top of the foil on the surface. The less of that mass you're displacing, the faster you go. As you're showing right now, that also can maintain the glide. Nice. Okay, do another one.
Professional. So I was on the 850. This one felt really good. It was a little bit more work to just get the foil up and into movement out the water. But I must say, once it was up, I really enjoyed having, I'd say, like from this blue line to the foil, there's a lot of space there that you can fly with. And then if you want to correct yourself, there is a little bit of a delay. If you like get a little bit wobbly, I mean, a 650 and the 450 is very extreme, but it's a very direct feel with that. As soon as you move up a little bit longer, everything has like a touch of a delay. But it was really nice to work with a little bit more room, especially in pumping. It felt really efficient pumping a little bit higher out the water. But yeah, enjoyed it. And now moving on to the final 950.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. So just got off the water with the 850 mast, and I don't know if I'm used to it or not, but that was pretty nice actually. I feel like I could have, if I was on a shorter mast, gotten up with one less pump, but while I was going it was so easy to pump because you got so much forgiveness, and very nice mast.
We are putting together the 950 setup. This is definitely not the ideal mast length, I would say, for flatwater startups, but we're testing it, so we're gonna see how this goes up against the other ones we've tested. I think it's gonna be a little bit harder to get it up out of the water, as there is a lot of foil and mast area in the water now, so should be interesting. Try it out, so we're gonna test it and afterward see what it felt like.
Nate on the 950 mast. It's gonna be cool when he's flying. He's gonna fly really high. Oh, that was easy. That was very easy. Fly high, high, high. Woo! Oh, that's high. No way. That looks really nice, eh? See, when you got that height, you got more leverage on the mast. You can pump more efficiently. Right now, it's coming with the wind. I think he's going to go for a long glide. Get more speed. Get more speed and glide it. He's going to go upwind a little bit. He's going to come downwind, get a lot of speed, and then see how far he can glide on the 180 front wing. This is going to be interesting. Around. Just gonna go with the wind, get some speed. There we go. As much speed as you can get. You're gonna fly as high as you can. See how far he goes without pumping. That's on a 1.8. Wow. How did that thing work?
That was actually a lot easier than I thought.
How did it feel to have such a long mast when you're starting your pumping though?
There was a little bit, I had to push quite hard. The initial pop to get like the foil up and out the water was quite a big one.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a small tap, it was quite a push. But I think I really enjoy the longer mast. It just feels like there's a lot more space, especially once you are up and going.
Yeah.
This is a little bit too long, I must say. Like if you fly too far up the mast, it does. You can feel quite a lot of drag.
Okay. But when you were flying high, it's like you had a lot of leverage on your foil, so you're just going like
you can
small
pump
pumps.
really high and then push really hard. You can generate a lot of like power and forward motion, but you just have to fly a lot higher, like or lower down the mast.
I'm gonna give this thing a go now.
Good luck.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a battle to get it up, but I'm pretty amped to try it. Eh? I think it's gonna be very interesting. I'm on a bigger wing, so it's a little bit easier, but I'm very keen to try fly as high as I can and pump a bit. Let's do this. See if I can get it up.
Okay, you got James pumping up at 950. A lot of space. He's quite a tall guy, but he got it up really easy and early. Surprisingly for that mast as well. It looks like he's flying quite low on it, so you can go. James, fly higher! There you go.
This is so high.
There you can go higher. There you go. He's got a lot of space to fly, so higher he goes, a lot more efficient it'll be. So there you can see he's flying very nicely, very minimal effort. But that was pretty good. Got up early. Woo! Send it! Very, very cool. Well done. Yeah. That was. You made it. How was it?
I got it up. I'm so stoked.
The 950, the long one.
Yeah.
Really, that was impressive.
That was cool. I actually enjoyed that. Got it up first try. I thought I would take a few tries to get up, but I could feel there was a lot of water to displace in between the foil and the board, and so it feels like when you're getting the board going, there's a lot of drag in the water. But as soon as you could get up and fly as high as you could, it just felt like I was just tapping the front of the board and I was just pumping. So very fun. Definitely want to try this on a downwind. Mast felt really stiff and really fun. So
that's cool. They look good. You got up quick.
Achievement.
So I mean, we started on a very ridiculously short mast, and now we've ended up on almost a meter of a mast. So we've gone through it all, we've tested it, and I must say the shorter mast, when it comes from, let's say, 650 to 850, anything under 850 does pop up really nicely. And then it's kind of a happy medium that your board's still stable when you're not flying, and you're not hitting the foil because it's too close to your board. So I must say the 650 and the 750 were probably my all-round favorites. It worked really well. But I mean, testing the 850 and the 950 was really cool as well, just to see what works, what doesn't. So yeah, I enjoyed it. James also got a test. What do you reckon?
So overall, we started with the 450 mast. That was surprisingly very difficult to get up on. Very unstable on the board. The 650 was very nice actually. If you're looking to start your flatwater supping with foiling, start with the 650. I think my favorite was the 750 because I could get up very quickly, and it was also nice once I was riding. I had a little bit of room to play. The 850 I would say is still my number one for downwinding, but for flat water, felt good, it felt fun. And the 950 was the biggest challenge, but it was so cool, like achievement unlocked. I'm so stoked I got it. That's my verdict, eh? So 850 for downwinding and 750 for flat water.
Hey, that was a lot of fun, testing all the different mast sizes, working away from the short 450 to the 950. Well done, you made the whole way.
Made it, so stoked.
Hey, that was fun, just learning what works, what the pros and cons are of different mast lengths. I hope you guys enjoyed. We had a lot of fun, a lot of work, awesome. But it was great to learn a little bit more about the flatwater pumping side. So look forward to more content, will be coming soon. But hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this video.
Let's go get out there.
Soon. Let's go again. Yeah. Cheers.